You've got a dream. It's this brilliant, shiny thing that set up camp in the back of your mind. Maybe you want to start a business, write a book, launch a YouTube channel, or finally learn how to play the goddamn ukulele. Whatever it is, you can practically taste it, and you know exactly what you want. And you keep telling yourself the same lie. I'll start when I'm ready, right? You just need a little more time to plan, a little more money in the bank. You have to watch that one last tutorial, buy that slightly better camera, wait until the kids are older or until work chills out. The stars just need to align into a perfect celestial go-time constellation. Then you'll be ready. Then you'll finally pull the trigger. But what if ready is just total BS? You're not waiting, you're hiding. And you're using a slick psychological trick to do it, a defense mechanism I like to call condition stacking. In this video, I'm going to show you how to see this trap for what it is, how to tear it down, and how to finally start that thing you can't stop thinking about, even if you feel completely and utterly unready. Let's not kid ourselves. That project you're dreaming about, it's been on the back burner for a while now. Months, maybe even years. It's your someday project. The thing you'll get to when life finally decides to cooperate. You've got the folder for it on your desktop, the notebook overflowing with ideas, the Pinterest board that's a goddamn masterpiece of inspiration, and you feel productive, don't you? You're planning, you're researching, you're preparing, but you're not doing. Every time you inch towards the starting line, a new obstacle magically appears. First it was, I can't start a podcast until I get a professional microphone. So you saved up, you bought the mic, now it sits in its box because then it became, okay, I have the mic, but I can't start until I'm an expert at audio editing. So you binge watch hours of tutorials. Then, just as you're about to hit record, your brain goes, wait, what if I run out of things to say? I should probably outline the first 50 episodes just to be safe. See what's happening? Each requirement you knock down is immediately replaced by a bigger, more intimidating one. The finish line isn't just moving, it's sprinting away from you at the exact same speed you're chasing it. This isn't a sign to prepare more, it's a sign you're stuck in a loop. You're not lazy, you're not unmotivated, you're caught in a cleverly disguised cage of your own making, designed to protect you from one simple thing: the scary, awkward, messy reality of actually starting. And this cage has a name. I call it condition stacking. It's the habit of piling on new requirements and just-in-case scenarios that you decide must be handled before you can act. It's self-sabotage that brilliantly masquerades as responsible planning. It feels smart, feels prudent, but it's just fear wearing a trench coat and a fake mustache. Think about it like this. You want to get to the other side of a small stream, but instead of just, finding a few rocks to step on, you decide you need to build a frickin' suspension bridge. So you go get the lumber, but then you think, well, this wood needs to be pressure treated. Then I'm gonna need professional blueprints. Then I should probably take a civil engineering course to understand the blueprints. Suddenly you're so obsessed with building the perfect, indestructible, zombie-proof bridge that you've completely forgotten the goal was just to get to the other side. The bridge was never the point. The crossing was. Or here's another one. The aspiring actor who wants to move to Los Angeles. First they tell themselves, I'll go when I save $10,000. So they scrimp and save, and then they hit the number. But then it becomes, okay, but I need perfect headshots before I go. So they get the headshots, but now the excuse is, you know what? I should really build my reel and get one more lead role in a local short film. A year passes, then another, and the conditions keep stacking, but the flight to LAX never gets booked. This is what we do to our dreams. We stack condition after condition until the wall of prerequisites is so damn high, we can't even see our goal anymore. Now, you've probably heard of habit stacking, where you attach a new habit to an old one, like after I brush my teeth, I'll floss for 1 minute. That's a great tool. Condition stacking is its evil, unproductive twin. It's a pattern that links avoidance behaviors. Before I can start my business, I must read these 12 business books. Each condition sounds logical on its own, but together they form an impenetrable fortress of inaction. So why the hell do we do this to ourselves? It's not a character flaw, it's a basic human emotional survival tactic. Procrastination isn't really a time management problem, it's an emotion management problem. We put things off to avoid feeling bad. Feelings like the fear of sucking? What if I pour my soul into this thing and it's just lame? What if people laugh at me? What if I look like an idiot? Condition stacking keeps you safe in the land of what if, where you can't fail because you haven't actually tried. The agony of imperfection. Perfectionism is just procrastination in a tuxedo. We tell ourselves we have high standards, but what we really mean is we're terrified of putting something out into the world that is flawed, human, and open to judgment. So we plan and polish forever, delaying the moment of truth. The terror of the unknown. Starting something new means being a clueless beginner again. It's messy, you don't know the rules. That uncertainty is terrifying to our brains, which are wired to see uncertainty as a threat. Putting it off gives you a nice warm hit of temporary relief. Condition stacking is your brain's genius way of letting you feel productive while making sure you never have to face those scary, uncomfortable feelings. That short-term relief comes at a ridiculously high price. Your dreams. So how do we tear down this prison of our own making? It's not about taking some heroic leap. It's about taking one small, clumsy, imperfect step. Here are 4 ways to break free from condition stacking for good. Step 1, lower the bar with a minimum viable action. Your brain wants to turn starting into this huge dramatic event. You have to outsmart it by making the first step so tiny, so laughably easy that it feels sillier not to do it. Forget the grand launch. Forget the perfect first draft. Ask yourself, what is the absolute smallest, most pathetic version of a start I can make in the next 5 minutes? This is your minimum viable action. Want to start that YouTube channel? Your MVA isn't film a polished video, it's pull out your phone and record yourself talking for 30 seconds about what you had for lunch. Who cares what it is? Want to write that novel? Your MVA isn't write chapter 1, it's open a document and write one single crappy sentence. Want to start a business? Your MVA isn't draft a business plan, it's scribble down 3 terrible names for it on a napkin. The goal here isn't quality. The goal is to break the inertia, to disrupt the pattern of not doing. Action creates its own momentum. You have to start before you can get better. Step 2, ditch ready and be willing. Ready is a feeling, and feelings are the most unreliable narrators on the planet. You will never, ever feel 100% ready. There will always be a seed of doubt, a whisper of fear. Waiting to feel ready is handing over control of your life to your most fickle emotions. So screw ready. Instead, decide to be willing. Are you willing to feel awkward on camera? Are you willing to write a cringeworthy first draft? Are you willing to look like a beginner who has no idea what the heck they're doing? Are you willing to feel uncomfortable and figure things out as you go? Ready is passive. Willing is an active choice. It's a declaration that you're choosing the dream over your comfort. It's accepting that fear is going to be your co-pilot for a while, and that's okay. Acknowledge it. Thank it for trying to keep you safe, and then do the damn thing anyway. And look, if this is hitting a little too close to home and you feel like I've been reading your mail, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We talk about the real, messy, psychological crap that gets in the way of you doing cool stuff. And while you're at it, drop a comment and name that one project you've been condition stacking into oblivion. Just calling it out can be the first step to busting it out of jail. Step 3, make a 5-minute contract with yourself. One of the biggest hurdles is the chasm between intending to do something and actually doing it. To cross the gap, use the 5-minute contract. It's simple. You tell yourself you are only going to work on your project for 5 minutes. Set a timer. Anybody can survive anything for 5 minutes. You're not trying to finish. You're just honoring the contract to start. Often, something magical happens. The timer goes off and you realize you actually want to keep going. That's because the hardest part is always starting. The 5-minute contract is the little nudge that gets the boulder rolling. And hey, even if you stop after 5 minutes, you still won. You showed up, you took action, and you're building the starting muscle. And that's infinitely more valuable than another day of planning. Step 4, calculate the crushing cost of someday. If you're still stuck, it's time for some tough love. We are fantastic at imagining all the risk of starting, but we almost never stop to calculate the real brutal cost of not starting. So get out a piece of paper or just be brutally honest with yourself right now. Answer this. If I keep doing exactly what I'm doing now, what will my life look like in 1 year, in 5 years, in 10 years? What is the true cost of all this waiting? It's not just the unwritten book or the unlaunched business. It's the confidence you never built, the skills you never learned, and the people you never met. It's the dull, creeping ache of regret that comes from living your life in the waiting room. When you truly stare that reality in the face, you often find that the pain of staying the same is way, way worse than the fear of starting. The perfect moment is a myth. It's a ghost you're chasing that doesn't exist. Ready is a finish line you invented just so you could keep moving it further away. This whole system of condition stacking is a trap, an elegant, comfortable trap set by your own mind to keep you safe. But you don't have to stay in it. You don't need more time, more money, or some secret knowledge. You just need to take one small, imperfect, messy as hell step. Define your minimum viable action. Choose to be willing, not ready. Make a 5-minute deal with yourself. The power to begin doesn't come from perfect conditions. It comes from the decision to act in spite of them. So what are you waiting for? Your dream is on the other side of the stream, and it's time to get your feet wet. Thanks for watching. If you want more strategies on how to get out of your own way, make sure you're subscribed. Now go start something. Seriously, close this video and go.